Have you seen what's happening in Europe? It's a story which could very well be the movie plot of the next big heist, the great European heist. A few days ago on the show, we told you about the corruption scandal rocking the European Parliament. It's the worst scandal to hit Brussels in decades. And at the center of this scandal is senior Greek lawmaker Eva Kaili. You'd be familiar with this name by now. And this corruption saga is now getting more sordid every day. Let me catch you up with what's happened. What began with a simple extradition request from a Belgian prosecutor has uncovered a big scandal. The prosecutor was seeking to uncover whether Qatar and Morocco bought influence in the European Parliament. And what a can of worms it has opened. Raids were carried out. 4 people were arrested. The most prominent name doing the rounds is this, Eva Kaili. She was one of 14 vice presidents of the parliament at the time of her arrest. She has been stripped of that role now. Both Qatar and Kaili have denied any wrongdoing. No surprises there. Who is Eva Kaili? Why has she now emerged as the face of this scandal? Because of her position and power, she's a Greek politician. She's also a former news presenter. She has a jet-set lifestyle and has been in politics since a young age. She has been deeply involved in the EU's digital agenda, getting her hands on complex files such as artificial intelligence, cybersecurity and blockchain. So it's no wonder that she is making headlines for abusing all this power, abusing her office. And now, Morocco has been implicated in this scandal. A former Italian lawmaker has been found guilty of taking bribes from Morocco. Pier Antonio Panzeri is the latest name to have come up in the international probe. The accusations were made in a search warrant. It was issued against Panzeri's wife, Maria. The warrant has been accessed by Western media. It states that Panzeri is suspected of accepting payment for intervening politically for the benefit of Qatar and Morocco. It says there are indications that he had participated in a quote-unquote possible criminal organization with the knowledge and participation of his wife. What did they do? The couple allegedly spent $100,000 on a Christmas holiday with all expenses paid with a credit card belonging to a mysterious someone known as the Giant. Like I said, it sounds like the grand European heist. The rot runs deep. More than 1.5 million euros in cash have been seized by authorities in the ongoing probe. The sordid tale of corruption, lies, deceit is a big blow to the European Parliament's holier-than-thou image. You know what I'm talking about. It claims to be woke, preaching to the world about human rights. And now one of its most prominent faces is being accused of selling the bloc's sovereignty to Qatar. So what does the European Parliament have to say for itself? Well, as always, it has expressed concern over the graft scandal. It voted to call for representatives of Qatar to be temporarily barred from the legislature's premises. What does that mean? The European Parliament President is promising reform. Roberta Metsola says this scandal is a blow to democracy. She says there will be no impunity or sweeping under the carpet. She says the need of the hour is transparency. European leaders have entered the chat. Reactions are flying thick and fast, and here's what the French president had to say.
I think that on these subjects, the justice system and all the services must do their job. We must base ourselves on facts that have been identified. The European Parliament is also doing its job. It's a very good thing to have transparency and exemplarity. We must do things in the right order afterwards. I think we need to know the facts, understand who is involved, and then take the appropriate measures. That's how I think about everything. And we will make decisions. The competent institutions will make the appropriate decisions based on facts.
Did you hear that? Macron says the European Parliament is doing its job. But is all this talk of transparency enough? Not at all. Such blatant abuse of office, of power, of the people's trust should serve as an eye-opener for Europe. Its lawmakers stand accused of lobbying for Qatar, of taking money from Qatar. Why? to influence European policy decisions in favor of Qatar, a nation which has been criticized for its record on human rights. You see the irony here. So next time the blog decides to lecture the world on foreign interference or give sermons on human rights, it should look inwards at the rot within. And remember that its own lawmakers can be bought by a wealthy country. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.